Hi, I'm Katrina, and this is Boldly Challenging Ableism. I'm your host, Katrina Simons. I'm the Community Program Specialist at the Institute on Community Integration at the University of Minnesota. This program explores various topics that impact people with disabilities in our community. Each episode addresses a different aspect of our society within the context of ableism. Ableism is the prejudice that stems from the belief or belief system that assumes someone is less capable or less worthy because of a real or perceived difference in ability or function. On this program, we hope to answer some questions you may have been afraid to ask, or maybe some you didn't even know you had. Thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoy the conversation. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Boldly. Thanks for tuning in today and joining us. Today, my guest agreed to come back. I'm so happy that he did. We're so lucky. We have Dupree Edwards back with us. Dupree talked about the MyHeck initiative the first time he was on with our colleague Mary Hoff. That's the Minnesota Inclusive Higher Education Consortium. And since then, he's been doing some other stuff, so we're going to talk about that today. So thanks so much for joining us, Dupree.
Oh, thank you for having me, Katrina. And I want to say you're doing a very great job on the Boldly podcast. I try to do my best to promote it every time. And,
thanks.
You know, it's all about challenging ableism, and it's so great for me to have me back for that. And I hope you'll be able to continue this if you can. And, thank you for having me.
Well, thanks for coming. Mm-hmm. You were here in season 1, but can you remind our listeners a little bit about yourself? Can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Yeah. My name is Dupree Edwards. I'm a rapper, musician, public speaker. I'm also at ICI. I'm still the lead state advisor on system change. But the last time I talked to you, I'm actually part of the university now. I'm on union this time, so still getting used to a salary type thing. Yeah. So but before you were temp casual, right? And now you're civil service. You're civil service. So that means that you get to work the same number of hours every week, right? And you get a little bit of sick time. That's the difference. That's the difference, but not the full benefits, because I didn't go 50%. Me neither. Yeah. Well, actually, now I did, but I didn't start 50%. Yeah. Yeah, so that's exciting. We're both in civil service, so we're gonna have the same like emails and calendars and stuff. Yeah, we can help each other out, because I always forget to like read the fine print. Yeah, it's not great. I was told to go to you to questions, because you were kind of the first self-advocate to to be that. So I was going to ask you for some questions. Oh, maybe go to Sina. Sina's really on top of it. Well, Sina tells me too. So yeah. Sina's our person for that. We love Sina. Thanks, Sina, if you're listening. Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about your life and like how you do life? Oh, well, I'm more of a, I'm not as much as I used to be in my 20s, which that's like 10 or 15 years ago. A little quieter, like all of us? Yeah, a little just quieter. Calm down just a little bit? Yeah. More 20s? I think, it feels like I'm in show business sometimes. It feels like I'm involved in a lot of things. Yeah. People ask me to do stuff. But I like old TV shows. I like to watch old TV shows just to get me in my zone. I'm talking about 50s, 60s, 70s, I wish I was born into that era. You like the Jeffersons? I like the Jeffersons. Sanford and Son. And I also, do my rapping. I also, started a business. What's your business? My business is named after my radio show. Okay. That I did on KFAI. And I just did a recent episode of this earlier this year. Called the Dupree Show, at KFAI. I did my 5th show on that station. Okay, so is it going to air? Like, do you want to tell people when it's going to air? If you know, no, it's already aired. Oh, it already aired. Okay. But I could say, I could tell people that they can go to my business website and they can hear the latest episode on there.
Okay, what's your business website? Do you remember it?
It's dupeedshowproductions.org.
Okay, dupeedshowproductions.org. Okay, I'll try and put it in the episode summary.
Yeah.
If I remember it.
And I think I've really learned a lot, about myself, about my life. So yeah, just really been up to that, and it's really good that I'm making progress and everything like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. You live in an apartment. Can you tell us how that works for you? How that?
Well, yeah, I live in what you call like individual home supports.
Yeah.
But but the only thing is my company's name is not on my apartment.
Right.
It's just like they help me pay for the rent.
Yeah.
And then they put me there, provide the staff that I will already provide. But it's been pretty good. I mean, there's some, I've been doing some things. There's some tough times that I had, which I sort of talked about on the Front Nine initiative with Chet. But I think it's really going well. And so I got me a new couch.
Okay, did you get to pick it out?
Oh yeah. I
okay.
went with my guardian.
Okay, cool.
Picked it out.
And what kind of couch did you end up going with?
I got an electric power charger chair.
Okay, so like, when you say electric power charger chair, is it like a recliner that can like tilt back?
Yeah, and also you can charge a UPS in there.
Okay.
And everything like that. I don't know if that's how you say it.
We have one well, not the electric kind. We had one at my parents' house, but then when I moved into my apartment, I decided I didn't want one because my chair can do that already. But I can see the appeal for people that don't have a chair. Yeah. I kind of bring my chair with me, so
yeah,
I didn't need it. But those are nice. What color did you get?
I got light gray.
Great. Okay. Is it like slippery vinyl or is it like cloth?
I think it's
like,
it's not real leather though.
It's not real leather, but it's like the vinyl.
The vinyl,
The vinyl, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And does it have the footrest that goes out?
Yep.
So you can chill, like your chill out chair?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I didn't get the L section this time. I got the love seat and the two type of things and three sofa.
Yeah.
Because if I ever move, my living room is big. So if I ever move, I like smaller living rooms. So.
Well, and the L sectional, like it's super nice.
Yeah.
If like what you want to do is like host a lot of people.
Right.
And like, just have like the house that everyone wants to be at, which is exciting.
Yeah.
Like that is a worthy goal. If that's not your goal, the L sectional is kind of like too much.
Yeah.
Because you still have to like move it in and move it out.
And it was hard to take care of.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Does your recliner have the little massager thing?
Oh, no. Oh man, I was so close to get that type of feature.
Yeah.
But, my guardian had a budget.
Yeah. Well, also, they got these little frogs that they sell at the Aldi, and they're like $5, and you could just use the frog. Like, you just put it, underneath your pillow, and it'll just vibrate right through. So you don't even need that. That's like $5 at Aldi. Do that.
Yep.
That's what I would do.
And, but I did get a new bed afterwards, and I didn't have to replace my dresser or anything because they weren't really
beds. Oh my God, what kind of bed did you get? I love beds.
I just got a little bit of a therapeutic bed that just has a stainless steel match. Things.
Does it sit up? Like, does it sit you up?
Oh no.
Okay.
I was gonna get that feature, but no, didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't have that either.
Yeah, so it was really good. But yeah, I love the apartment,
Yeah.
But you know what? I was, because they fixed the mic situation, I'm a lot happier and calmer than I was last year when I told the Front Nine Initiative that I didn't have staff, low staff at that time.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm feeling good.
Can I just ask a question? So the listeners here may or may not have access to Frontline Initiative. Is it okay if you summarize what you talked about in that? I know it was a long time ago, so you might not remember.
I talked about DSPs,
And like the staffing shordage.
The staffing shortage.
You didn't have enough staff?
Yeah, and I also talked about like a staff that you know, kind of led me go back to an apartment. So
okay, so how did they help you do that?
Well, just made sure that I was, you know, cleaning, making sure that I was doing, never gave up on me.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. So so that's what I kind of really talked about. But
okay,
yeah.
and where you live now? Okay, can I just review it?
Yeah.
Where you live now, you live independently, but you have staff available to you when you need it, or no?
You know, I still have staff, you know, scheduled, but it was just because I was on 24-hour support.
Okay.
And according to me, since I'm kind of growing and I'm doing a lot of stuff for the state, I've been the word of the state for a while, you know, and so, you know, but anyway, so yeah, I, you know, the same staff, but they just cut a little bit of the hours.
Okay. But you're happy with it?
Well, I'm happy with the agreement now, but I wasn't happy when I was back then, where they cut all the hours.
Oh, they cut all. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to say what I was trying to get at is that, you know, because of I had the little pest problem, I think my mind and mental health is starting to get better. So
yeah, well, I think pest problems can be really harmful to mental health as well.
For sure.
Because yeah, and they're just in your house. Okay, so did you say they cut all your hours at one point?
Yep, they cut 43 hours of my staff. That goes to like 24 hours, so that's 80 hours. Okay. So I was getting I lost 8 hours, 16 per shift.
Okay, and did they tell you why? Because they're supposed to tell you why.
Because they didn't really tell me why after that. So I found out later. That's why I did that. But you know what? The agreement I have now, it's great, you know?
Okay, and
but I learned a lot of lessons from it, though.
And how did you get from the old agreement to the new agreement? Did you have to go to court?
I appealed, yeah.
You had to go to court. Okay, and did you have somebody to help you with the appeal and the going to court and everything?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
My my guardian actually appealed. So she applied for it. Because, you know, it really was up to my guardian because, you know, whether or not. But I think the last news I think I'm going to get some of my hours back in that appeal. Yes. But we don't know yet.
So how many hours do you have now? A day, like per day. If you don't have to tell us if you don't want to.
Yeah, I have 6 hours per day.
Okay, and you had 24 a day? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's quite different. Do you want more hours, or are you okay with the hours that you have now?
With training, so basically what I did is that I had to agree that, you know, with training, is like where staff is trying it there and it's less hours. I got 6 hours with training. Okay. And then without training, I still got the 16.
Oh, so you have like 22 hours a day because 6 plus 16 is 22.
Yep.
Okay, and is 22 okay with you?
Yeah, it was better than what I had before, so I accepted it.
Okay, is it okay if I just really quick try to explain the difference between IHS with training and without training?
Yep.
So IHS with training is where they come and they help you with specific tasks, correct?
Yep.
And they know how to guide you and support you and do all the things that need to happen so that you can be the most successful with any given task, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's correct?
That's correct.
And then without support, it's just like they're available if you need them, but they may or may not be able to help you with a specific task because they might not know you as well, correct? Or do they know you pretty well?
It's according to my waiver.
Okay.
That's probably on a caddy waiver or something else, but on a DDD waiver, it means that, you know, they have to help me do everything, or assistance. What that means is, I would say. Okay, so it's more like with training is where they're going to come and have like a plan, and without training is they're there if you need them, correct? Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's basically what
I
you
should have said it that way the first. Now I
Yeah.
confused everybody. I hope they got it.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. So that I feel like that's going really well. Do you think did the fraud investigation impact your services at all, or was this independent of that?
This was way before the fraud situation.
Okay, so it didn't have. It wasn't related.
Yeah, it wasn't related, thank God. But you know what? I do kind of want to say that it's really, it's not surprising that it's happening in Minnesota, but I just feel like everybody just didn't realize it, and it's not as bad as just because of the other thing that happened. But I would say it is affecting people that losing license or renewing things, making sure they can't pay stuff. But, my company that I'm in, pretty safe.
Okay,
so that's good.
Pretty safe. So you feel good about that at least.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we switch gears and talk a little bit about all the stuff you do here at ICI? And honestly, you do so many things, you might not even remember all of it in the moment, but can you talk about the things you do remember right now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, when I first got here, I was on demand. I mean, a lot of people, I just want to give a background to people. Just a reminder. People love my live experience perspective. They know that I've been through the experience and, so, but I got hired, as you say, on the DHS Positive Behavior Support Project. That's my main thing. But yeah, I'm on the communications team with Jerry, and he provides, my growing my skills and everything. Mm-hmm. And then I'm also helping him on some other things. And sometimes I'll help Skylar or Pete or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then I'm also on a project with Emily and Brian. Okay. The Ready to Ride project, which is they're getting peers to teach how to use transportation.
Okay, now could I ask you a question? Do you use the bus? I mean, you live kind of far out, so maybe you don't use the bus because maybe it's not practical for you. Yeah. But I'm just wondering, do you use public transit that much?
I use paratransit and the Lyft connectability that people Lyft that provides us.
Okay, cool.
So rideshare and paratransit.
So I'm just going to say, when I learned how to use the bus, it was kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. And so I think having a peer to help me learn how to ride the bus would have been amazing. Now, the tricky thing about me that, you wouldn't have to, worry about, and then I think the project I feel like is aimed at people with intellectual disabilities. So many of them won't have wheelchairs, is that I never could have gone on the same bus as my, peer if they were also in a chair, because we would have had a hard time both fitting, because my chair, when I was learning how to ride the bus, was so large that another chair would not fit on the bus. I have since graduated to a different model chair where two chairs would fit, but that would have been a tricky problem that I would have dealt with. Mm-hmm. But I think it's really great that people can have peers help them learn to use transit. And then also, like, it's easier if you're just going somewhere with a friend,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's great. And then I'm on James Houseworth project, Informed Consent.
Yeah, and that one's looking at helping people understand the things that it says on a consent form, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And I've been working on the clip art type stuff and helping them do the plain language version, learning how to do a how-to guide with it.
Yeah.
And things like that. So right now, that's basically my projects. And I do other stuff that I do around, but I just can't remember.
Oh yeah, people who are listening may or may not work here at ICI, but Dupree is a celebrity here. He's like a sought after expert here at ICI. So I could totally see how you would not be able to keep track of everything that's on your plate, because there's so much.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're the lead state advisor on the Positive Behavior Supports Initiative in Minnesota. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is?
I'm on the regional
Quality Council?
building capacity.
Okay, perfect.
On system change.
Okay.
And that also talks about positive behavior supports and telehealth and things like that. And it was basically like live experience that I kind of know about it. I didn't get that, temp casual job because I'm a scientist or I know about the evidence-based stuff. But I have learned, from positive reinforcements that I didn't know it was positive behaviors back in the day.
Yeah.
That, I can use those tools without being restrained.
Right. So just to recap, can I just try and say that, positive behavior supports are exactly what they sound like. It's using positive behavioral supports to support behavior change in people. We can do it at the individual level. We can do it at the employment level. We can do it at the system change level. But we have to stop doing things like secluding people or like punishing people for behaviors. And in Minnesota, right, there's a requirement that if you're a provider, or even if you're not a provider, but you have a lot of interaction with people with intellectual disabilities, you have to do like paperwork to prove that you've learned these things and that you're doing these things, right?
I think so. They have some type of training that they do and everything.
Yeah, because we need to make sure that we're holding people accountable for providing supports in a correct way, in a state-sanctioned way. Yeah. Yeah. And you're there to sort of give real-life examples for how to do that, right? Yeah,
for sure. But that's applied behavioral analysis and ABS and more of informed trauma stuff. Mm-hmm. What I focus on in positive behavior supports is people to prevent conflicts, power struggles, and have another different way or create a plan for them to be able to, prevent it from happening
in the first place.
Yeah. So Super. You were explaining like the changes in the moment.
Yeah.
No,
you do the stuff before, so it doesn't happen in the first place.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Can you tell, you're working on a workbook? I'm creating a workbook. Can you tell us about that workbook?
Yeah. Man, sorry, audience, listeners. I like giving backgrounds about how I do things. So please forgive me.
We like it because you do a lot of stuff and we need it. It helps us keep track.
Yeah. So I've been working on this workbook, ever since I started ICI. It's part of the, regional building, capacity, and they added in that grant, to have people with lived experience become leaderships and provide tools and stuff. And, when I first come in, my supervisor was thinking like, hey, would you like to start a newsletter? Would you like to do this? And then, we came up with the idea off of that to try to create like a little workbook things. And it takes a long time to write a book.
I know you're doing a great job and you're really putting in the hours.
Yeah. And, so basically how it is, like I said before, I'm not a scientist. I'm not, an expert, but what I did is I just, told researchers about my, live experience. We talked about like a good day, a bad day looks like. We were going from the home community based stuff to regular peers to staff to new staff. And then, so we definitely took Lise Fox. She's a professor and, and a creator of this temperament tool. And she's from the University of South Florida, or Florida. And I took her personality tools and I tried to create it into adult form, which will now, and I created some of her tools in person-centered planning. And so what it is just, the workbook is trying to have a better understanding of each other, before the conflict happens, or if something's wrong, and then it's going to lead to creating some type of behavior plan or positive behavior plans. And I'm trying to integrate positive person-centered thinking and practices in between.
Yep, that's great. All right, well, we are out of time for today, but thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Good luck on all your endeavors. You're doing so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you guys
Thank you for joining us.
Boldly Challenging Ableism is a co-production of AM 950, the progressive voice of Minnesota, and the Institute on Community Integration at the University of Minnesota. For more information, please visit ici.umn.edu.